Well, in between checking their #1 bracket that they made for themselves, not us, Lui and Oliver made time to find the best animal stories of the week.
It's time for this week's edition of the Newshounds.
Here's the Newshounds, Lui and Oliver, with their World News Roundup.
This week on the Newshounds, it's a standoff.
A new patient at a wildlife center.
And it's a baby elephant walk.
But first, one of Brookfield Zoo's newest additions is a 3-month-old female Nyala Cat, enjoying the springtime temps before the weather takes a turn tonight. The calf has been behind the scenes bonding with her 4-year-old mother, Zola, but she's been given access to the outdoor habitat with the rest of the herd that includes her dad, Hamilton. While Nyala are considered common in southern African countries, they're pretty rare here, with only 90 of them in 16 accredited North American zoos.
Speaking of babies, a baby African elephant was seen exploring his enclosure right by his mom's side at the Dallas Zoo. Mom Milo gave birth to the 290-pound baby boy on February 26th and is just now meeting the public. The zoo says it was the first time there was a herd birth there. That's when another female elephant is in the same space while Milo gave birth, just like in the wild. Kind of a nurse situation. The zoo is asking for the public's input to come up with a name for the little guy.
The Wildlife Center of Roanoke has a new patient, a baby owl chick, or owlet. It's less than a month old and was brought to the center after someone found it on their porch, probably blown out of its nest. Taking care of the little one is challenging because birds of prey can imprint just like ducklings do on humans, so they have as little contact with the patient as possible. The owlet is still too young to feed himself, so the center uses forceps as a beak to get bits of meat into the baby's mouth. And the person feeding the owl wears a mask that makes them look like a great horned owl. If all goes well, the little one will be released back into the wild in early fall.
And finally, an alligator thought it would have an easy meal outside a Florida pond, but it was not to be. The alligator met a crane face to face as a standstill ensued with both animals staring each other down. The crane ultimately made the gator turn around back into the water without a scratch, but his pride didn't fare as well.
And that's this week's edition of the Newshounds Now update.